Yo, what's going on? So, we gotta talk about this, right? I've been noticing a lot of good stuff going on with the channel, right? Not only this main channel, which I'm not really putting too much like super effort into like the content necessarily, because though I'm trying to revamp this channel, I don't necessarily feel pressured to do anything special, right? Just be myself, and whatever I feel like uploading here, I'm gonna upload it. But a lot of it's gonna be like advice and stuff like that. So you can kind of see what I'm doing, how I'm building my other channel in live time, versus just talking about ways to do it like a lot of YouTubers do. So if you do have a chance, make sure you go over to my other channel, my motovlog channel. And even if you don't like motovlog stuff, just to see how things are changing over there in a good way. So let's talk about it, right? Let's talk about it. What I've noticed first and foremost is when I started listening to some advice from Gary Vee. If you don't know who Gary Vee is, and you're a content creator, you probably want to go check out his stuff. Not necessarily from a content creation point of view, but he does touch a lot on it, on how to use social media and content creation to boost your business. And the reason why I follow him is because I run two businesses and I'm always trying to figure out how to be better, right? So one of the first things that he was saying was just, you got to stop giving a shit. You got to stop caring so much about what you think people are gonna think or what people are gonna say, stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, you gotta just stop giving a crap. And I'm not saying in terms of not giving a crap, like in a totality sense, like you just don't care. What I'm saying is like, you got to stop worrying about the type of content you're going to upload, the type, like having a preconceived notion like, well, I need something to go viral. And if I don't have that idea, then I'm just not going to upload. I'm not going to create anything until I have that spark. And one of the major things that I'm learning, especially on my motovlog channel, is not to hoard content. It was very, very hard for me. And sometimes it still can be hard, but now that I have a plan and I'm implementing that plan, everything works out. You know what I mean? Every time I create content, to me, I just see it as, this is extra arsenal. This is extra ammo in my arsenal. You know what I'm saying? I don't need to hold on to it. I don't need to like to put it like on a pedestal as far as like, this is gonna be the video. You know what I mean? That's gonna spark it all, like stuff like that. No, I'm just getting very, very used to uploading. What I have figured out, damn it. What I figured out is that is the most random content sometimes that I upload that gets the most attention. It's usually the videos or the reels or the shorts or even the long form content that I didn't even think about it, didn't really care to think about it at all. It got more attention than I would have even expected. There's been some reels where I'm just like, oh my god, that was so stupid. That was a stupid reel. And it got way more views than it was just mind blowing. So it kind of just taught me like, relax, right? Relax and just enjoy the process, man. Enjoy the process. Now, I do want to give you some analytics that I saw. I really had stopped caring about I really never really cared about analytics too much, but I thought it was pretty interesting. I wanted to go back to, let's see, dang it. I guess I don't know if I can. I guess I can't really do it on my phone. But what I was gonna. So this is actually a really good metric. So I went back and I just looked at when I started this trend, when I said, look, what I want to do for 2025 on my motovlog channel and possibly on this channel is I want to upload daily, at least once daily on my platforms. YouTube, Instagram, for sure. I want to at least upload one time a day on both of those platforms. And I started that. And literally, from January 1st to now, I've gotten over like 65,000 views. Not a lot to people who are like, you know, big and whatnot, but for me that is huge, and I'll tell you why. That's for the views. The watch time hours over almost 675. Let's see. And subscribers, people who support the channel, since then, 160 subscribers, right? We are sitting at like close to 400 right now. I think we're about like almost 370. But what I've realized is that when I stopped caring about hoarding the content and, you know, just being in that whole zone, I realized that I'm just gonna upload, and I upload sometimes multiple times daily on both platforms, because I just like to post. And I'm starting to realize that other people are appreciative of somebody being so active. And what I mean by that is that most people, even if they do not subscribe to you, they will continue to come back if you are just a regular uploader. They want to see, you know, this is one of the things I still don't understand and don't get it. Like some of the biggest YouTubers that I follow and stuff like that, they make really, really good content, and I understand that the type of content they're making is, in my opinion, it's very high quality content. In terms of, I call it high quality because of the edits, and not just that, because they have such a big following. You know, they try to make it a little more special, right? But what I've realized is that they could have so much more support. They could be so much bigger if they gave their audience more of them, more regular uploads. And I know that a lot of people, they kind of fall back into that area where when they got a big audience, they don't want to give too much away. I've heard people say that before. Instead of, you know, they could upload once a week, but instead they're going to upload maybe once every 3 weeks or once every 2 weeks, or, you know, they may upload 4 times a month, 3 or 4 times a month. And it always made me scratch my head, like, the type of content you're producing isn't so special that it needs to be limited, right? I believe that if you can at least live stream, for sure, live streaming is huge. If you can at least live stream or post daily, and when I say post daily, I'm not talking about necessarily just pictures or things like that, but active reels. If you're just engaging with your audience, I think it automatically takes them way up on the totem pole. Right? And I'm saying that because I'm seeing it now. I'm starting to see it now. And I'm seeing so much more engagement with my almost 400 supporters on YouTube alone. I think we're closing in on 1,000 on Instagram. And it's just all organic. And I'm now starting to see that engagement that I'm seeing on Instagram, starting to see it cross over into YouTube. And it is amazing because that engagement is crucial. It's very, very crucial. The subscriber count and stuff like that, to me, doesn't necessarily, it's not the end all be all. To me, it's all about the engagement. If nobody's really engaging, like for example, if you're just getting views, right? But nobody's really engaging with comments or, you know, stuff like that. To me, that tells me, A, you're not uploading regularly enough for that person to feel like they need to engage you, or B, you just haven't really put out anything that like sparked something in them to start that engagement. And for example, when I stopped giving a shit about the type of content I want to put out, I started putting out whatever I want as far as like related to that niche, right? So on my motovlog channel, I just started talking about things that I care about, things that I see other people care about, things that affect me and things that affect other people. And when I started to do that, I started to realize that it sparks conversation. Not everybody's going to disagree, and you have to be really, really thick-skinned to endure or to even entertain people who don't agree with you. And I think that's probably why a lot of people don't put out controversial content or heavily opinionated content is because they don't want the backlash, or they don't want opposing views they don't want those opposing views because they see it as a possible negative, like driving people away. And to me, that's just boring, right? It's just boring. I'm going to use somebody as an example. Do I want to use an example? Let's use Fastlane D as an example. I love Fastlane D, man. He makes amazing content, and I just kind of noticed that the type of content he makes is almost like he's just trying to, it's almost like he's trying to please everybody. And I'm just like, man, this brother would hit 1 million so fast if he gave us more of him. Like, who are you? Like, what type of person are you outside of the heavily edited videos? Like, he doesn't, it's just like, post about you. You know what I mean? Like, if you're in a motovlogging world, you gotta really, really give people something else besides just an anonymous helmet, an anonymous face behind the helmet, and your motorcycles. It's like, what makes you you? What is it? You know what I mean? And if you go back and watch his previous videos, like when he first started and stuff like that, I think he gave us more of that versus now, and he's huge, but he's closing in on like 1 mil, and I'm just like, damn, if this dude, like, if he just did like a experiment or whatever you want to call it, like, hey, I'm gonna do a 30-day challenge, guys, like, we gonna hit 1 million in 30 days. I'm uploading or going live every day for the next 30 days. We got to hit 1 million. I'm guarantee you that the community would just rush to him. You know what I mean? Like, and he would meet that number just like that. But I think the reason why sometimes people don't do that is because it's not the type, they don't feel like that is the type of content that people want to see. And instead of thinking like that, stop giving a fuck. You know what I mean? And just do you, be you. And so that's what I'm doing here on this channel. It's like, and on the Motovlog channel. It's just, I'm just being me, right? I'm just being me. I'm going to talk about things that people don't necessarily agree with me on. Like, for example, a lot of my engagement as of late in like the last week has come from one of my motovloggers that I watch, one of my favorite motovloggers that I watch, S1K Rocket. He got into a lot of trouble because somebody in his hometown, I think he lives in like Connecticut or something like that, had turned him in to the governor's office because they thought he was being a menace to his society and his in his community. I don't know why they're letting 18-wheelers on our street. Freaking crazy. Absolutely nuts. But anyway, right? So they thought he was being a menace to his society and his community, and somebody turned him in, not to the police, but to the damn governor's office. And the controversy happened because they got warrants and seized all of his social media accounts, and they were able to verify that it was him. And the reason why they got onto him is because in a lot of his videos, he's pushing like 150 plus miles an hour. Usually it's like 190 miles an hour, ripping through the streets, not just in his hometown, but across states, right? And because he travels a lot, because he does it full time. But it caused a lot of controversy because not many people were talking about it at first, and the people that were talking about it that were kind of big, there was only a few. Everybody else just kind of kept silent about it and didn't say much. And so I made videos about it and made reels about it, and I garnered a lot of support as far as like, yeah, you're right. And I got a lot, almost equal of backlash. Like, why are you talking about this? Like, you talking about it is making it worse, or you talking about it makes it exist. And I'm just like, I am a small fry with an opinion. But I had to let those kind of people know that even though I disagreed with them, or we disagreed, I still love the engagement. And it was something that I said, it was something that sparked engagement. And so that's all I'm trying to say, is that I've realized that uploading daily uploading the type of content that I want to upload and versus what I think people want to see is yielding really, really positive results, right? And I think that most people should follow suit. You go over to that channel, like I said, every day I'm getting more and more engagement on that channel, and it's kind of blowing my mind because I'm just like, I look at the subscriber count and I'm just like, it seems like it doesn't match the engagement. You know what I mean? All of the videos are starting to get more traction, and people are starting to see the content like, damn, he has a lot of content. Even one of the haters that hated on me said like, dude, nobody's coming to watch your content. You've uploaded like over 400 something videos or something like that, and you only have like 300 something subscribers. Like, nobody cares. And I'm just like, at first I responded with like, bro, you're here. You're a witness to people not giving a shit, right? It doesn't matter how many subscribers I got. You're here because of the content. And so I just said, you'll be back. He's like, no, I won't. And then I think later that night, I really sat down and thought about it. And I said, you know what? What I said wasn't wrong, but I wanted to kind of make it right. And I told a brother, I said, hey, look, I actually appreciate your engagement. Whether we disagree or agree, I appreciate it, right? And I said, maybe we don't agree on this, and maybe you're actually right. But I do want you to stick around because maybe there's going to be topics in the future that we do agree on, right? And even if you still don't agree, your disagreement is feedback, and that feedback is crucial to help me analyze what I'm going to be doing in the future. It's going to make me look at the content that I want to create in a different way that includes your feedback. You know what I'm saying? So maybe in the future, we will start to see eye to eye, or we will agree on something. And for the most part, ever since then, he's been posting positive, or I would say constructive feedback on whatever it is that I'm doing. But the thing is that he's engaged, right? And I'm not going back and forth and stuff like that. So it's like, it's really, really cool that how you can just foster an environment that people feel safe, people feel like their opinion matters. Because to me, your opinion does matter, right? That's what the whole point of engagement. If you're having a conversation with somebody, it kind of sucks if that person doesn't get to have an opinion or respond, right? So I want to make people feel like, hey, yes, your engagement is valued and your responses are valued. And if I respond to you, I'm responding to you as if we're going to have a conversation, right? That's how much you matter to me. Whether I have 300 supporters or 3,000 or 300,000, it doesn't matter. A lot of people want big numbers, but they don't even give a crap about the 50 subscribers that they have or however many they got, right? In my case, I have almost 400, right? It would be insane if I cared about, I need 400,000 this year. I want 4,000 subscribers this year. And I don't even take the time to engage the almost 400 that I have. You know what I'm saying? So I think that is very, very important that you really, you got to get your priorities straight, but you just need to upload, man. You really need to upload. I'm so tired of these channels that are popping up talking about this is how you get this many subscribers in a week and how you get monetizing. And I'm not even monetized. We're not even monetized on this channel. We're not monetized on either one of these channels because of the long hiatus I took on the bigger channel, right? So it is a grind to get back there. But at the same time, like I said, I want you to see how everything is being built and rebuilt. Like, go and actually look at it. There's no get rich quick scheme. There's no get monetized in a week and all that. Like, you can, I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying that for the majority, you know, it's not going to happen. You're talking about maybe like the 1% of people that just have something so unique that they just blow up super quick, right? And then usually those people that blow up super quick, they fizzle out because you may had one video that went viral and then the rest of your videos, they're not getting any traction and you can't figure out what's happening. It's simply because you probably weren't prepared to be able to for that influx of people. Like if 5,000 subscribers subscribe to you today off of one video, you don't even have a content process. You don't even have a process to upload your content regularly, right? You just happen to upload a video that went viral. And so that's, to me, is the difference. Uploading daily, consistency. I'm putting out the challenge right now. 365 days a year, baby. We're gonna upload one video every single day. Doesn't matter if you upload one on YouTube and one on your social media, on Instagram or X or whatever it is. Just upload one piece of content that you want to make every single day. Force yourself, challenge yourself to be better. That's all I'm saying. I'm seeing the results. It works. Upload, upload, upload. Now, I did get a comment while we were chilling from one of the boys on Instagram, and they said I did a reel talking about people needing to take the MSF course, the motorcycle safety course, to get your license, because you're going to learn valuable information that's going to help you stay alive on the road. And one of the comments said from, let me turn it down, but one of the comments is from ZXZalXZZ. He said, I failed my MSF course today. For some reason, they're not letting me respond to it. I don't know why, but I'm gonna respond here. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about failing your MSF course, and don't give up, and don't walk away and say, I'm done. I'm not even gonna try anymore, because I thought I was gonna fail my MSF course. I thought I was gonna fail. And I think I was probably pretty close to failing, but you know what? I saw other people there that it was their second or their third time taking that MSF course, and they were doing way better than me, you know what I mean? But they ended up getting their license. I got my license after like 3 days doing the course. Stay with it, stick with it. I'm telling you, you're gonna appreciate, once you go back again, you're gonna appreciate going back through it again. You're gonna appreciate it, and you're gonna learn way more than the first time you did it. Right? And it's going to stick with you more. You're going to know where you failed, because they're experts, man. They're going to tell you where you failed, and you're going to succeed. So just stick in there, man. Sign back up. I know a lot of people get scared away because of the price, but look, that price is you're going to go spend that on an exhaust. You're going to go spend the 200, whatever it is that costs. I think when I took mine, it was like $275 or something like that for a 3-day course. You're going to spend that $275 on upgrades, kickstand, some type of upgrade, exhaust, slip on, something. You're going to spend it on something on that bike that you want. Spend it on your safety, man. Your safety is more important than anything. Safety first, man. Take the course again, you're gonna pass. All right, don't get too down on yourself. Happens to the best of us, right? But yeah, anyways, that's what I just wanted to get out. This damn battery's about to die, but like I said, man, I just really wanted to make this video. I'm gonna be talking about another controversial topic on the next one, but I really wanted to get this one out. And again, this is the process. I really felt like I needed to get this out, and I'm doing it, right? I'm gonna take this 25-minute video, right? 26 minutes now. I'm gonna take this 26-minute video, right? And I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go to Opus Pro, right? When I'm done, I'm gonna go to Opus Pro. Once I'm done color grading and all this stuff, I'm going to Opus Pro. I'm gonna upload this video, and I'm probably gonna get about probably like 10 to 15 good, solid clips, right? And this is the one thing that I do like. I don't second guess the AI, right? When they break up those clips and they give them titles, sometimes I want to tweak the titles, but I've been experimenting and I say, you know what? I'm letting them deal with all the hashtags, everything, and I'm just gonna upload it, and you'll be shocked. You will be shocked. 10 to 15 clips, quality clips, right? Just from a 26-minute video. Now I have one video to put out, long format, and now I have 10 to 15 clips of reels that I can schedule every day for the next 15 days to put out. That's it. It won't be hard to meet your goal. So if you want to challenge yourself for a month, do it. Go out, make at least 2 to 3 long format content of your choice that you like to make, whatever genre you're in. Make sure it's something that you really want to do. Take the Opus Pro, break them down in clips, schedule them out, and try to meet a 30-day goal. I swear to God, you will be shocked. You will be shocked how easy it is to schedule your content and to make it consistent. Everybody wants consistency. Catch you in the next one. Peace.